Victor Wembanyama has had a rookie season filled with highlights, but unfortunately that hasn't translated to team success. The Spurs are currently 5-30 on the season. But what if Wembanyama had the perfect teammates? The guys he needed to succeed out there on the floor. Would things be different? Could they make a turnaround from 5-30 to NBA champions? That's what we're here to find out. So the first thing that Wemby definitely needs is a second star. And who better than Steph Curry? A guy who's going to give him a bunch of floor spacing, can also play make for him, and just imagine a Steph and Wemby pick and roll. It would be insane. But I think we're going to need multiple stars here in San Antonio if we want to make this turnaround. And Anthony Edwards is a perfect player to pair up with Wemby. Ant-Man can defend on the perimeter, he can shoot, he can score on all three levels, and he's just going to continue to get better. So he's a great piece to add to the squad. At small forward, I want somebody who can defend and also shoot the ball for me. And Chris Middleton is the perfect fit at the 3. And at the 4, we don't even need anybody crazy. We just need a solid role player who can hold it down for us. And Aaron Gordon is perfect. He's been an incredible role player in Denver, so we'll expect him to do similar things here in San Antonio. At the backup point guard, I want somebody who gives us a different look than Steph Curry. And Drew Holiday is a guy who can do exactly that. Holiday is a great defender, and he's going to add to the defensive identity we're trying to build here in San Antonio. At the backup 2, I want to go for Malcolm Brogdon. He's quietly having a really solid season in Portland, and I'd love to have him here in San Antonio. I know people meme on him a little bit, but Dylan Brooks would actually be a really nice player to have here. He can defend, he can shoot, that's all we're going to ask him to do. And for our backup 4, we're going to get another guy who can defend and shoot, Jeremy Grant. And the final player we need is a backup center to give us some minutes when Wembanyama is off the floor. And Jarrett Allen should be a guy who can do exactly that for us. So welcome to the squad, Jarrett. And now we've got our team. Look at this squad. We look incredible. But is it going to be enough to make the turnaround and make it into the NBA playoffs? That's what we're about to find out. Also, if you're going to enjoy the video, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. We're trying to hit 100K by the end of the year. Our season is wrapped and Victor Wembanyama takes home Rookie of the Year. The shooting efficiency was kind of nasty. They were probably calling him Brichter out there. But you know what? It's okay because we made an incredible turnaround this season. We ended up winning 40 games. Now remember, we started off the video 5-30. So after that, we ended up going 35-12 to close out the season. But in the words of the great Kobe Bryant, job's not finished. We got to make it out the play-in if we want to have a chance at that NBA championship. Now checking out the stats for the season, it was Steph Curry leading the way, Ant-Man was playing really well, Wemby was great, Jeremy Grant scored quite a bit. I mean, we just got a lot of contributions from a lot of different guys. So let's get in the Simcast for game number 1 of the play-in. We need this one, of course. I mean, our season's on the line here. We've got a nail biter here, about a minute to go, and we're down by 3 points. Book is defended by Drew Holiday, goes to the basket. How did he make that? That is a wild shot right there. Now we're going to need an answer from Steph Curry or just somebody else. Curry finds Holiday wide open, and Holiday misses it. It is not looking good here. Maybe Drew Holiday can get a steal or something. Oh, Book is wide open, and he hits it. Unless we hit a 3, our season might be over. This is not how I expected things to go for us. Steph Curry bringing up the ball, pulls the 3. Oh, GG's. And at the end of this game, Wembanyama was watching from the bench because he was having a stinker. I guess Coach Pop didn't even want to play him in the clutch. But overall, this was a terrible game from almost all of our star players. Ant-Man had 9 points. Steph only had 9 points. Nobody showed up for us in a big way except for Chris Middleton. And that's going to lead to our downfall in this playing game. So we're going to have to make some changes in the offseason. Because clearly these teammates were not perfect for Wembanyama if we can't even win a playing game. Checking out player progression, I know exactly who we got to get rid of here in San Antonio. I'm sorry, Drew Holiday, but your days as a Spur are up. Give me Lonzo to run some backup point guard. He's a great shooter, and he's also going to be able to defend at a high level. Hopefully that'll be enough to get Wemby the championship. I mean, him and Ant-Man were already progressing, so I think that's going to help us in and of itself. Season number 2 is wrapped, and we were much better this year. Wemby ends up taking home DPOY. Shout out to James Wiseman, winning Most Improved Player. But look who won Coach of the Year, Greg Popovich, as we won 69 games. We just couldn't get that 70 wins. But you know what? It's whatever. We were still incredible. Checking out the stats for the season, it was Ant-Man leading the way in scoring. I knew he'd be the perfect young star for Wembanyama. You've also, of course, got Steph doing his thing. Wemby was out there hooping. Jared Allen was a nice backup big man for us. Cash Money Chris was also really good. Overall, a solid showing from our squad this season. In round number 1, we're taking on Utah coming out the play-in tournament, and we're going to beat them in 5. In round 2, it's going to be Houston. They've got Jalen Green and Sengun as their duo. No 90-plus players on the squad, so I'm not too worried. But they're going to start off the series well. They end up winning game 1. We're going to bounce back and take game 2. They take game 3 and game 4. We're going to take game 5. I would hope we could force 7 here in game 6. I don't know how Houston's doing this against us, but hopefully we can make this comeback. It looks like we're going to game 7 here. So we do finish the job in game 6. Steph, Ant-Man, and Wemby were all really good, and now we just need one more. We just got to hold on to this lead, and we will be advancing to the conference finals. Steph Curry has it. He's defended by Jalen Green. He's going to pass it out to Aaron Gordon, and Gordon misses the 3. Houston grabs the rebound. Ball's going to go up to Jalen Green. Green, defended by Steph, looking for a bucket here, and Curry is going to pick it away. Steph moving in transition now. He finds Wembanyama for the two-handed jam. That's exactly what we needed. We needed a stop and a score. We've got a 6-point lead. Jalen Green has it. Screen comes from Sengun. He's going to pull the three-pointer, and he hits it. That's a big answer for Jalen Green and the Rockets. Let's see if we can come back at him with the bucket of our own. Steph Curry at the top of the key. He's dancing on Jalen Green. He goes to the basket, pulls a short jumper, and hits it. Steph has been great in the clutch so far. Jalen Green, does he have another bucket in him? He's at the top of the key, waiting for the screen to come. Here it is. Alperen Sengun sets it. Jalen gonna pull the short jumper, and he misses. Wembanyama grabs the rebound as the clock ticks under a minute, and we've got a 5-point lead. Ball's gonna go to Steph once again. Steph to the basket. Layup is good. 7-point lead here, just one more stop, and I'm willing to say that this game is over. Jalen Green over to Van Vliet for the 3-ball, and they miss. GG's. We're going to get out of here, and we're moving on to the conference finals. 35 from Ant-Man in this one to help us advance. That was a tough series, though. I did not expect it to go 7. I mean, we just pulled off a 3-1 comeback. That's fire. And now in the conference finals, we've got our biggest challenge yet. It's going to be OKC. We get a Chet versus Wemby matchup here. Game number 1 of the series goes to the Thunder. Game 2 is going to go to us. We also take game 3. It's tied up at 2 apiece headed into game 5. And I don't want to miss out on some potential Chet versus Wemby gameplay. So let's get in the Simcast. Oh my goodness, we're cooking them. We're going to end up winning by 33 points in this one as we are up 3-2 in the series. 1 game away from the NBA Finals. Just take game 6 and we advance. We've got another close one here. We're down by 4 points with about 2 minutes to go. SGA has it. He pulls the midi and knocks it down. So now we're down by 6. Big bucket from SGA. Steph was incredible for us last game in the clutch. Let's see if he has some more clutch time heroics in him. Curry at the top of the key, defended by Case and Wallace, gets the screen from Allen and pulls the 3. Steph is gonna knock it down. Oh my goodness. SGA has it. He's defended by Lonzo. This is exactly what we brought Zoe here for, that lockdown defense. Screen's gonna come from Chet Holmgren. SGA gonna pull the mid-range J, misses, but Holmgren gets the rebound and puts it up and in. We're still down by 5 here, but there's quite a bit of time to go. Over 1:30 left in the game. Steph Gets the screen from Jared Allen. He's going to pull another three. This one's off. The Thunder are once again going to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA, though, was doubled. He passes it to Dort, and Dort gets it poked away by Brogdon. Big defensive stop from Malcolm. It goes over to Lonzo Ball. Ball over to Curry. Steph to the basket. He's going to pull a short jumper and miss. Chet Holmgren gets the rebound. Time is winding down here. We need to get a stop. Casey Wallace going to give it over to Dort. Now it goes to SGA once again. Shai is defended by Lonzo Ball. He's getting in his bag. Not much time left on the shot clock. Double comes, and that leaves Casey Wallace wide open, but he misses. Lonzo grabs the rebound. Zoe pushing in transition. He's going to slow things down. He gives it over to Wemby for three, and Wemby knocks it down. That is a huge three-pointer from Wembanyama with a potential finals trip on the line. We're down by 2 points here. No need to foul. Just play some honest defense and get a stop. SGA going to work on Lonzo. He gets to the basket, misses. Lonzo Ball with some great defense. We call timeout down by 2. Ant-Man just checked in the game, and it looks like we might just go to him in the clutch. Anthony Edwards, with our squad down by 2, takes the short shot, misses. Chet Holmgren gets the rebound. And now we're going to have to play the foul game with Oklahoma City. We're banking on a missed free throw from Chet Holmgren. Holmgren hit the first one. Hopefully he can miss this one. And he does! We've got a chance here. Plenty of time. Down by 3 points. Anthony Edwards bringing it up. He swings it over to an open Steph. And Curry hits it. We're all tied up. 7.8 seconds to go. Oh my goodness, this has been a wild game, but the Thunder could win it right here and force Game 7. Time is winding down. Shai to the basket. He hits it. Can we hit a three here? 2.7 seconds to go. Ant-Man from full court, and it misses. We're headed to Game 7 as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets a huge bucket at the end of the game. I can't believe he got that bucket, man. He had 41 in this one. Oh my gosh. Our team played trash. How did we even get this close in this game? Yeah, we gotta be better in Game 7. It's really that simple. Oh my goodness, we're down in Game 7. We're down a lot. This is over with. We're gonna lose. So 2 years in a row, we lose in the playoffs. It's time to send the team into overdrive. We're making some huge additions in this upcoming season, and we got to get a bunch of pieces. So looking at our team going into season number 3, we've seen some regression from some of our older guys. So it's time to make the squad a little bit younger. We need a good young power forward, and Triple J would complement Wemby so well. I mean, he can shoot, he can defend, he'll be a great fit with our squad. I also think we need a younger small forward. Cash Money Chris, his knees are probably buckling. Man's getting old. So you know what? We're gonna go get RJ Barrett. And at our backup power forward, that man Jeremy Grant is kind of washed. He's down to a 78 overall. So let's bring in NBA legend Kyle Kuzma. With all those changes, I think that we are set to win an NBA championship. And if we don't win this year, I'ma call it quits, because I've given Wembanyama all the help he needs to win a ring out here. Season is wrapped, and surprisingly, we were worse than I expected. I mean, we ended up winning 60 games, which is good, but last year we won 69, and I feel like we got better. But it's whatever, we were still really good, and we've got a solid squad that should be able to contend for an NBA championship. In round number 1, we're taking on the Denver Nuggets, and we're going to beat them in 5 games. Now it's time for round 2 against the Houston Rockets. Last year we beat Houston and they lost Jalen Green, but Jabari Smith has gotten quite a bit better. So let's get to it. I think they're definitely beatable. Game number 1 goes to us. Game 2 is going to go to the Rockets. We take game 3. They're going to take game 4. Game 5 also goes to us, and we end up beating them in 6. Now it's time for our rematch against OKC. Chet versus Wemby once again. I mean, I don't even feel like it's a debate on who has a better supporting cast. It's clear that this Spurs team is better than OKC. We just got to execute and win this series. It's all tied up after 2 games, but we take game 3 and game 4. There you go, Wemby. They're going to take game 5, but we end up beating them in 6 to advance to the NBA Finals, where we'll be taking on Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic. Ooh, the Magic also picked up Jalen Brunson and Jalen Duren. 2 Jalens added to the squad. Not too shabby, but they're nowhere near that OKC team we just beat. Oh my gosh, they made the finals as the 8th seed. That's crazy. But anyway, we're about to end their hopes and dreams. Game number 1 goes to us. Game 2 also goes to us. They're going to take game 3, and we take game 4. So it looks like we got this one. We're going to beat them in 5. Wembanyama wins a championship and a finals MVP. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.